Bienvenidos, soy Bruja Espinada, and I am here with your new moon in Pisces reading. So let's get started. Please remember that at the very end, I do the what is being attracted to you with the law of attraction, and you do your clarification, closure, is my wish being fulfilled? Question has to be yes or no. So let's get started. When asked, what needs to be released at this time? What came out was the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. Now, when these are combined, or at least when these two cards are combined, the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Cups, sorry, the Knight of Cups. The Queen of Swords is always the no bullshit card. But right now, what she's specifically telling you is that you need to release leading by the heart. You need to start leading by your head, with your mind. You have to rely on unbiased judgment moving forward in whatever it is that you're working towards. You have to have mental clarity. You can't let your emotions rule you in the decisions you're going to be making, which is kind of funny because the Knight of Cups is all about leading with your heart. Now, when the Knight of Cups comes out, it's asking you, or it's telling me that you make decisions based on how you feel, which is good. That means you trust your intuition. But right now, it's telling you it's time to get serious and not to be careless. So let's say you are kind of jumping the gun based on one of those fuck it moments. Right now is not that time. It's telling you that you need to utilize your head instead of just your heart. Don't be careless at the moment. Kind of weigh out your options. That's what a queen does. She puts aside her bias in order to be able to make that decision on what's going to be best overall, using her mental clarity, finding that balance. So don't be careless, cut the bullshit, get serious. It's time to put that focus in action. And then paired with the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, it's telling you not to worry. Now, it comes off as a very serious message, because it's telling you this is what you need to release. You need to release, the emotional bias that you might have. You need to release, carelessness. That's not a bad thing. It's telling you the Nine of Pentacles is all about stability. It's all about reaping your rewards. So when you buckle down and don't make a decision as a whim, but as a calculated risk or as a calculated choice, you're going to be reaping what you sow. Now, when asked what needs to be embraced at this time, what came out was the Eight of Pentacles and Death. So the Eight of Pentacles is kind of reinforcing the concept of, not to get serious, to not be careless, and to lead with your head and not your heart. It's saying that you got to embrace doing what you got to do in order to get to where you're going, in order to reach your goals, in order to achieve that bag you're trying to fill up. That's what it's telling you right now, that you got to do what you got to do, so do it. Do whatever is necessary to achieve your goals. You're going to also be able to benefit more from gaining additional skills. So there's a course that you were looking to take, if there was like some extra training or maybe some internship or seeking some advice somewhere, that hard work is that additional work, that hard work is gonna get you to where you're going. So don't be careless about it. Don't put it off. Make that mentally clear judgment, and you'll be securing that bag and you'll be where you want to be. Now, we paired with Death. Death is not a bad thing. If you look at the card, the girl is embracing death. The land is barren. Oops. The land is barren, but what you see in the background is the sun. The sun is rising. So this is telling you there's an end of a cycle that's happening. It's already just happened, or it's happening. Something is coming to a close so that something new can come along for you. Now, mind you, this is a reading for the new moon, which is a brand new lunar cycle. Not only that, but next week is actually the spring equinox, which is the first day of spring. So there's a bunch of newness coming in. There's a brand new cycle happening. And what better time to start implementing all this change but now? Perfect timing. This is telling you that there's a transformation that is in process. To embrace change. Because if you embrace a change, mind you, let's say you've been kind of putting things off for a little bit, or you've been kind of scared to. That change needs to be implemented of putting in that hard work, taking that course, seeking whatever advice that you need at the moment, and make that unbiased decision to not lead with your heart so much. Like, start kind of like planning things out. That could be it. Like, maybe you've just been kind of going with the flow, and there's nothing wrong with that, but right now is not the time for it. Right now is for calculated risks, calculated choices, to get serious, buckle down, to achieve that stability and abundance that you're working towards, whether it's in love, whether it's at work, whether it's in pursuing whatever monetary goals you're looking for. Whatever it is, this is for you at this time. That transformation needs to happen, and you need to embrace it. Embrace the change, embrace that transformation. It is time. So now, when asked what the lesson is from the fates, the threads of fate, what came out is the Seeker. The Seeker card is what came out, and the Seeker tells you that it indicates a need for energy, movement, vitality, and excitement. The Seeker is childlike at heart and has faith that at its core, the world is a beautiful place. As we grow older, it is easy to lose touch with our innocence and sense of wonder. We have responsibilities, stressful home and work environments, external pressures, physical sensitivities, and disease. In the end, we get locked into survival mentality, and we don't know how to break free. The Seeker's message is one of reclamation. It is not so much about ridding yourself of stress, but remembering your essence. Slowly nurture your sense of wonder to all that is around you. You may feel silly at first, but keep working on it to balance out the negative. Replace statements of what if everything goes wrong with what if everything is exactly as it should be. So it's talking about that unbiased mentality, that mental clarity is, instead of worrying, because this card is also don't worry. It's telling you don't worry. Things are going as they are meant to. Get that clarity that, you know what, it isn't always that bad. Sometimes you have to take a calculated risk. Like, you really have to make that unbiased judgment. Be like, you know what, if there's a possibility it can go right, instead of thinking it's a possibility that it can go wrong, take the possibility that it can go right. Quit being in that feeling of fear. Maybe you're making decisions out of fear instead of the calculated possibilities of how it can go right. So, moving on, we're going to the guided message from the animal spirit guides. And what came out was the mouse spirit. Sorry if you don't like mice, but that's what came out for you. And mouse spirit says, tend to the small things. So, the message from mouse spirit is, the humble mouse pays attention to the smallest details, and mouse spirit calls on you to notice the nuances and the fine print at this time. In your eagerness to meet your goals and pursue your dreams, it is easy to forget the importance of clear communication and tending to the little things, including people's subtle signs that they are unhappy, as well as a small voice inside of you that says, this doesn't feel right. Take your time to sniff out what you need to know. Is there some detail or nuance about how you engage others or operate in the world that is key to your success, but you too readily dismiss the nothing big or nothing special? Mouse spirit reminds you that what seems small may be more important and powerful than you think. So look again. Do not underestimate yourself or your potential for co-creating something amazing when you pay attention to the details. The additional message. Are you too caught up in details, micromanaging others and stressing out because you want everything to be perfect? Are you procrastinating because you want every detail to be just right and losing track of time and your priorities? My spirit wants you to listen to your intuition that tells you that the detail you fear you are overlooking will only appear when you stop obsessing. Mouse Spirit will lead you to the nuances you need to notice and will diligently work to support you if you take a breath and trust that guidance. For it will be provided. Small gestures carry great power right now, and you may need to take action toward discovering what is going on that you may not be seeing, or toward mending a relationship or situation. Ask a question, do a little research, and listen for Mouse Spirit's quiet little squeak telling you, look here, and attend to this detail. So, again, this is a lot of that. Procrastinating. Don't worry. And don't let your emotions influence you. Everything's gonna be okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do the will your wish be granted, clarification, and closure, yes or no. So I hope you have that ready. I'm gonna go ahead and divine universe. What reply do you have for our watcher? What reply? Yes. Your answer is yes. There you go. Hopefully that's a good yes. Sometimes you get bad yeses, and I hope that's not the case. So, yes. Now, last but not least, the Law of Attraction cards. And what is being attracted to you at this time? Divine Universe. What is being attracted to our watchers at this time? Oh, okay. Attracted to the watcher at this time. Oh, that one came out. Okay, so sorry about that. What came out, or what flipped, was the trust the process. Not lying to you. Trust the process. Everything always works out. Something better is on the horizon, and have total confidence in universe. Well, universe just told you, and you got a yes. So here's your special message. Trust the process. Everything is going according to plan. If you let transformation happen, if you work hard, keep working hard, don't stop working hard. Don't be afraid. Don't give in to those emotions of fear. It's time to get serious. Cut that bullshit out. And abundance is yours. Just trust the process. So, hope that helped, and I will see you guys next week.